So there's over 100 million people in the world who suffer from autoimmune diseases. And when they go for treatment, they almost always go to the doctor and they have a so-called cluster of autoimmune diseases. Often they have not just psoriasis, but rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's and colitis, but they almost always present with multiple autoimmune diseases. And there's almost always, and by the way, they have GI issues, IBS, IBD, Crohn's. We actually believe that that's not an oh, by the way, that's the cause. And the current treatment for autoimmune diseases is we suppress the immune system. So we dumb down the immune system. We give them powerful monoclonal antibody drugs that suppress their immune systems. And if you listen to the 10 ads you see every night on TV for those drugs, half the ad is the side effects. Because when you suppress the immune system, you leave the body susceptible to opportunistic infections. Have you been to a country where you could be exposed to TB? Rare cancers have occurred. Let us know if someone in your family is getting a vaccination, et cetera, et cetera. So what we're doing with these patients is we're dumbing down their immune system. It's just as if you had a headache, we said to you, well, take a tranquilizer for your headache. We're just going to dumb down your headache. We think that a defect in the GI microbiome prevents these patients from making substances that should be regulating their immune system and results in the body's immune system essentially attacking itself. So when we see autoimmune diseases as clusters, that's what we believe is happening. And we know, because I'm an epidemiologist, we've done a lot of research, that if you have psoriasis as a child, you have a 50% chance of developing rheumatoid arthritis as an adult. If you have psoriasis as an adult, you have an 80% chance of developing psoriatic arthritis in your joints as an adult. But the common link is a defect in the GI, which can be caused by strep, which almost everyone's exposed to at some point in their life, or overuse of antibiotics. And I want to demystify the microbiome because there's a lot of nonsense and hoopla about it. It's a thin film in the GI through which substances pass into the bloodstream, okay? And it's the thickness of a human hair. And it's, almost everybody thinks it's about diseases of the GI. We believe it's about creating and enabling certain substances to enter the bloodstream that we've isolated, that we've determined have an effect in regulating the immune system. And we found that patients with these diseases lack those substances, which you've isolated and turned into small molecule drugs. So the analogy is the way we treat type 1 diabetes is we replace the insulin in those patients because type 1 diabetics can't produce insulin on their own in sufficient quantities. We're doing exactly the same thing here. We're giving these substances as something called a prodrug, which gets into their circulation. And we're seeing profound effects in the patients we've treated already. And we believe this could be the start of a very big new way of treating these diseases without the need for the drugs you see on TV and their side effects.